Hello, good morning. Um, I I have something new to show you. Long time no see. I haven't been here for a while because the lockdown was hard, but I'm here now. So this is a custom order for a lady who has been patiently waiting for many months. It's called Four Seasons. Well, that's what I call it. That's sort of working title. The brief was to make journal with four seasons, and she said she likes peach and turquoise. So this is what I came up with. It's a textile junk journal or artist book. There is lots of ceramic beads. There is lots of hand dyeing, hand printing, all original work and original book pages. So this is the cover. This is all hand dyed, hand printed textiles with plants and grasses and rusting and acrylics and lots of sewing, lots of canvas, and just a lots of everything, lots of work. So let's start with the cover. So that's a trifold cover. There is the stitching. It's got four signatures, but in each signature is two more, and that's all stitched through. They are all stitched through. So this is one signature stitched in with the two inside, second, third, fourth. So, and here is some machine embroidery, some grasses and Queen's Anne's lace. It's all inspired by my walks by the river. I live next to the river. Lots of rusting. Sorry, there is noise outside. Here is a tie to tie it up with. Everything is sewn, and oops, let's get into it. So before the baby wakes up. So here is pocket. Here is my stamp, and we are at the spring. So rusted fabric. I represented each season of the year with a dandelion in different stage of life. Here is some crochet fabric, vintage, lots of vintage fabrics that I dyed and embroidered on. This is all machine embroidery. Lots of sewing. So here we go. So this is paper from Vincent van Gogh collection, pocket, and this print on rusted fabric. I print these with jelly plates. They are not copies. It's all original work in this one. Usually I include all original work. I have got many book pages that I try to theme to the season, and they are coffee dyed pocket here, and they are botanical book pages. Here is a real specimen of a cowslip, because that to me is a spring flower and a print of a cowslip. Lots of hand dyed papers. Here is a book page, original book page made into double pocket. This to me always comes up in spring as well. Horsetail, I think it's called. Some moths. Different papers. And this is a stamp that I made, carved. So here is the second signature of spring. The lady wanted lots of tags and pockets, and here is this is a vellum paper that I coffee dyed and stamped my stamp on it, that stamp I made. Another paper from the Vincent van Gogh collection, birds and nests, because it's spring, so birds are having babies. Lots of another book page made into double pocket with lovely beautiful garden flowers. Two pockets, one is my own print, one is some eggs from Natural History paper collection. I use mostly my own work and book pages, and sometimes I use design papers. So I like the Van Gogh paper. I like these. This is Van Gogh as well. Here is my own print. I love this. And there is grass printed on textile. So here we are in end of spring, so you see the dandelions coming out, the leaves, all the other plants coming out, and lots of textures and lots of different textiles, crochet, linen, all sorts of colors, all sorts of greens. In summer the dandelion is all open. This is all green. This is another thing that goes through this branch. It's all green. Some grasses. I'm inspired a lot by the river that I live near. And so now we are in summer. Here is some seaside vegetation, because in summer we go to sea. Check plant book page, more Van Gogh summer plants, flip page, summer fruits. Tomato is a fruit apparently, so yeah. Another pocket, more seaside themes, more double pockets and toques. These pages are also original. They are British nature books, vellum paper. This is a vintage book from my grandfather. Some currants, vintage book pages, encyclopedia page. These are all original book pages. Some of them are, well, they are all from British and European nature books. And here is birds and beautiful birds and summer meadow, lovely print, and vellum pocket with a block print, and here is like a soft end of a cover, and here is one pocket. You can see the Van Gogh influence, the sunflowers, another pocket, another and another. This is my print, and more space to tuck things in. We've got now here the dandelion, some block printings. This is some textile paint, textile block printing, sorry. More machine embroidery, more jelly printing, this lovely vintage fabric, which I don't have any left now, and crochets, some grasses and rusting, and the dandelion, and here is the autumn. So you can see the dandelions are white and they are at the end of their flowering. Here is the branch again that has got autumnal colors now. and everything is going gray, but we still have colors in autumn, but we are going into the winter. Even though autumn is very colorful, and I do represent that in here. Here is a eco print on watercolor paper, another space to put something, prints, mushrooms. I always I always associate autumn with mushrooms, this lovely coffee print, because in Czech we go mushroom picking herbs, trying herbs. Beautiful page. And this is just delicious. More mushrooms and moths, stumps. This is a beautiful print on rusted glassine paper. I love this print. It's a jelly print on glassine. This is eco dyed pocket and textile print. Sunflowers, moths, emperor moth. Eco print on watercolor paper pocket. Lots of sewing. So here we are going into winter now. Some grass print. All the prints are original, no copies. They are done with acrylic paints on gel plate. Some are screen prints, but I don't have the equipment to do screen printing. So they are only 2 little screen prints in there from my friend. Here is more pockets and coffee dyeing, rusting, and here we have the end of autumn. So there is these berries on this vintage fabric. The dandelions are all white, eco dyed textile with leaves, print, block print. And now winter, so we have rusted fabric, this branch again, which is now wintry and snowy and blue and white, and blue stitching. The dandelions are, you can see the dandelions are gone. We have loads of muted colors, but there is still browns, because in winter, especially in Ireland, not everything is under the snow. We don't get much snow. Here is a jelly print of mine, some fabric I dyed, double pocket. It just gives me the wintry goose. The goose is wintry bird to me. It just gives me the winter vibe, this blues and whites. This is the screen print I was talking about, silver birch, book page. If you eat mussels, you know why I put them in winter, because that is when you eat mussels. And there is a glassine bag. Now we've got some rowanberry tree, because that to me is what birds eat. Birds eat all sorts of red berries in winter. Here is some beautiful vintage bird page made into double pocket. Vintage typewriter instructions. I love the color of it. Everything is sort of matching. Here is the berries, winter berries. book page, blue lined paper, blue moth, and here I love this page, muted colors. So this is the end of the first signature, vintage lace, coffee dyed, very old. I love the muted colors, the hazy, snowy plant landscapes. This has got like a shadow of one plant here, and another white snowy one in front of it. I sort of know how I did it, but you know sometimes how you get happy accidents, and that's the best. Look at it. One pocket, second pocket. I just love this. This is so wintry to me. Here is a pocket and just so with some stamping. Here is map of North Russia, maybe, I think. Vintage map. I love the colors of vintage maps. They're so turquoisey, different to now. Now they are more blue. Before they used to be sort of with yellow hue. I don't know, warmer blues. Now we have the Flying Goose I was talking about, because in winter I always see geese flying, and I love that this page from the book is black and white because it gives it all the muted colors. Some grasses, Queen Anne's lace, parchment paper, reindeer, beautiful pattern coffee dyeing, glass in envelope that I need to stick together. Here is another piece of screen printed fabric made into a pocket, beautiful turquoise. I dyed this paper with textile dyes. Some I dye with natural dyes like avocados, and some with textile dyes. Here is my print again, or my jelly print of some dry plant, and the end of the map. And here we have the end of signature with this shimmery print on glassine. You see it, I added some silver into the Payne's grey. Oh, so wintry, like winter night when everything is shimmering because of the snow in the street lights. It's just gorgeous. Here is the end of the winter signature, so the dandelion is gone. We have some hand dyeing, turquoise color. We have some white print here, textile print, rusting, stitching, frosty, sort of frosty print, and I put some silver on this crochet. It just reminds me so much of winter landscape. So this is the Four Seasons book. Let's have a last look on the signatures. So this is the Four Seasons book that was a big project. And I'm quite proud of it, and I'm also happy it's done. Yeah, so that's that. And another part of this order was these two textile collages. So I just want to show those, just so I document it, I remember it, and I know what I'm doing and what I'm sending off. So here is a textile collage that was made with rusted and printed fabrics, all sorts of different textures, cheesecloth, mesh, rusting, machine embroidering. So we've got daisies and Queen Anne's lace, which I love, and here is some vintage lace flowers, oops, and cheesecloth, dark. There is turquoise blue with Payne's grey blue printing on it, cheesecloth, stitching, brown machine embroidery, moths and rusting. Okay, so that's one, that's the other one, and that's the book. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and leave me comments below if you want, and thank you very much. Have a nice summer. Bye.